I'm Michael Corral from the WTH News Network.
I'm Mark Grell.
And oh my goodness, the stories we have for you today.
Yep.
I'm going to tell them about Trump.
I think I read this, I think it was yesterday,
Mhm.
maybe the day before.
Mhm.
But, so Trump has announced that even if he gets convicted and incarcerated and he's serving time in prison, he's still going to run. And he says there's nothing in the Constitution that prevents him from running. And so we're just looking at each other like, I read this, the other day. How is he going to run the country from a prison cell?
I mean,
How?
I believe that's supposed to be the job of the Supreme Court, is to figure out what the founding fathers, for all their flaws, they said all men are created equal, but had slaves and shit like that. But for all their flaws, they're there to interpret their intent. There's the letter of the law and the spirit of the law, and the spirit of the Constitution. Probably they never thought that they had to put that in there.
The whole reason why it's not in the Constitution is because they never could wrap their head around the fact that something like that could possibly happen. Absolutely. They're all, I guarantee you, they're rolling in their graves right now. Well, they never even would think about something that crazy.
There's nothing in the Constitution that says there's nothing in the Constitution that says you cannot play in traffic. It is your absolute constitutional right, therefore, because it's not. They don't say you can't do that.
It's like,
really,
so I was just picturing he's gonna have a summit from prison. All these foreign dignitaries go to the prison. They all
body cavity search on the way in.
They're getting pat down on the way in, on the way out probably. What? I almost swore for a second there. What the hell?
I don't want to curse it, but if we had to have another Trump presidency, I might lean towards almost okay with that. Just for the entertainment value for years, the humor.
It would, however, save a bunch of tax dollars.
It would. You wouldn't be able to charge a Secret Service rent.
He no longer gets to rip him off, making him stay on his property.
Yeah. The foreign dignitaries can't stay there.
We won't need Air Force One.
Yeah.
He won't need
no golf.
Won't need rides anywhere.
Think of the golf savings alone.
Yeah. On the bright side, it could actually be really good for our country.
Yeah, I'm just trying to stay positive.
Try to stay positive. Got to stay positive. In these times, you got to stay positive. It's all you can do.
It speaks to our troubled times.
God. He's like,
I mean,
he's not even fighting it anymore.
And they shouldn't have had to put, that a convicted felon can't be president too. I mean,
it's like,
they can't have a gun, you can't vote. There's all this other stuff that you immediately can't do. Matter of fact, slavery is still legal if you're convicted of a crime. So you can put you to hard labor and shit in a lot of places. All of them, the Bible Belt, unfortunately near where we are. But there's just some stuff that they shouldn't have had to put in there. The Constitution does not say that you cannot light yourself on fire if you want to.
Yeah.
Okay?
Who said you can't?
Who said you can't? It's not in the Constitution. What was it? There was somebody was saying, I think it was that Luna was saying, it's not in the Constitution that we should pay foreign aid. So we shouldn't do it. We shouldn't send money to Ukraine because it didn't say in the Constitution that we should send money to Ukraine. These are the people that are in charge.
Reminds me, there was some guy on Fox. He was saying Trump, they were talking about how he asked that maintenance guy to delete the server or something, so you couldn't see it on camera where they move the boxes around.
Yeah.
And some guy on Fox was like, those are his cameras, he has a right to delete them. And it's like, wait. If your spouse is stabbed and your shirt is covered in blood, you don't get to throw your shirt away. That's illegal.
And I'm going to go out on a limb here. The maintenance worker that is now thrown under the bus in the Trump documents case has a very Latino-sounding name, and is a maintenance worker. So I'm thinking minimum wage or below, because if anybody's going to not pay what he's supposed to pay, that's going to be Trump.
I think you're wrong.
Yeah.
He wouldn't ask a minimum wage worker to delete the stuff on the camera server and the server.
I don't know. He would tell anybody to do anything. And not care what's going to happen to him. But then what about?
Find out that you're wrong.
Then what about the other guy? How much does he get paid for bringing Trump Diet Cokes? And why is he doing Diet Cokes?
I think he gets paid well.
I mean, that ship has sailed. Diet Cokes.
Who said he was still bringing them? He hired him as his valet after that gig was up.
Marta's showing our new sponsor today, Angry Orchard.
Oh, sorry. Forget you saw that.
Then it's hot here. We got to stay hydrated.
It's so hot. I don't even care that you guys see that I'm wearing the same outfit. It's like
that's your
my house dress, and it's hot,
outfit,
and I don't give a shit, and whatever.
Whatever. And then again, the impeaching Biden, and now they're pushing it because Trump's telling him to do it. And that's, before I even go there, these gutless, spineless, for lack of a better word, pussies, because I think it was Michael Popak actually looked up the origin of the word pussy. It doesn't mean what we think it means, but was used in that context to describe somebody that's weak and spineless back in historical
I forgot what that
context.
The official
I actually looked it up because
was.
I thought he was fucking with me, but it was true.
Watch your language.
Pusatopoulos or something like that. So it sounds like a Greek word or something. But Trump just tells them what to do and threatens them if they don't do it. And at some point, somebody's got to just say, hey, kiss my ass. Take this job and shove it. Primary me, man. I'm going to go live my best life and retire in the islands or something like that. But nobody ever has any guts. And so now he's pushing them and pushing McCarthy, who's the most gutless, to start impeachment inquiry into Biden.
And he's also, I read this morning that he's telling all the other Republicans running against him that they should just drop out.
Yes, I saw that one too. And then now we probably covered this before, but back, during the Biden-Trump election cycle, when Trump got his first impeachment, it was because he tried to extort that the leader of Ukraine just float a story that there was an investigation into the Bidens, or he wouldn't give them military aid. And back then is when we first heard the name Lev Parnas, and he was right in the middle of all of it, and he was Giuliani's boy investigating all of it.
Remember Trump said he didn't know him, and there's a picture of him next to Trump?
And everything got debunked. Everyone knew back then, but now we have to know it again, that Biden worked to get a corrupt prosecutor that was not prosecuting corruption in the name of the international court and all of the European countries, and it was actual American policy.
He got involved because he actually did have the leverage.
Yes, and this was policy.
If France had all the leverage, they would have done it a long time
This had
ago.
gone through Congress. This was United States policy that was being followed at the time, and we knew that. And now they're just going to come spin the same old lie, and the same old fool's going to buy it, even though Lev Parnas on house arrest has a podcast. And he's appearing on I think I saw him on Midas Touch Network. I think I saw him on.
And he wrote a 10-page letter to whoever it is investigating, saying, "Look, there's no there. There's no there there. He's like, I spent a year and a half. I'm sure you got paid or you got something.
I'm sure you would have got a bonus if you found something.
There's no there.
Nothing there. And we knew this. This is, they're doing the alternative facts again. These are facts from 4 years ago. We knew these. They were clear. And now we got the actual guy who was in the middle of it all and probably would have got a bonus if he could have dug something up. He wanted to dig something up, couldn't dig anything up, and says there's nothing to dig
And
up.
it was more than 4 years ago.
Yeah,
when Biden
actually.
was VP.
Yeah.
So
Well, no, I mean, Lev Parnas's involvement wasn't that during the lead up to the Trump and Biden campaign.
no, I thought it was when Biden was the VP.
Well, no, that the offense allegedly happened, but Lev Parnas was involved because Giuliani hired him.
Yeah.
So that would have been for the Trump Biden election.
I don't
That Lev Parnas. And there's the other guy. We don't hear from the other guy much. But
know. What's his name? Igor
Froman.
Froman.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it's Igor
The
Froman.
sausage king of Chicago. But
That's
yeah.
how I remembered his last name.
I know it. But yeah, so we're not hear much from that guy, but you know,
Yeah, that guy's like silent.
Yeah, the main guy in charge says they're full of shit, and
Yeah.
they just keep repeating it. They just keep repeating it because Marta said it before. We're smarter than you, you MAGA fools. You're just stupid. You're just lower life forms, actually.
The thing is, I'm not even trying. Like, the information is there.
Yes.
I'm not digging.
Yeah.
I'm not like hoping I find something that I agree with. Like,
Yeah.
the reason I agree with it is because it's there already, not the other way around. I'm not trying to find something that conforms to my own beliefs.
If
that's where the info is, that's what the info is, and that's why I take the position that I've taken.
If there's somebody out there that you don't like and you support somebody digging up their pornographic photos and sharing them on the internet and in Congress, you might be a lower life form. You might be a total piece of shit. You know, if all of your policies are policies that Nazis support, you might be a piece of shit. Another story today about a pride event, I think in Wisconsin, where the Nazis showed up armed because there was going to be drag queens there. Wasn't even so much. I'm sure they didn't like the pride event, but they said they were there because of the drag queens. Now, who's all up about drag queens, huh? Nazis and MTG and the GOP, and more specifically MAGA, the maggots amongst us. Clearly, we are fair and impartial over here at the WTH News Network.
Only because it's true.
Only because it's true. Facts are facts,
Yep.
and they may be uncomfortable, but if you find yourself on the same side as Nazis, you've chosen the wrong side. We'll leave you with that from the WTH News Network. Remember to like, subscribe, bell, and how about a comment? Comments are good too. Tell us. Give us your opinion, good or bad. We'll either laugh at it or maybe we'll agree with you. See you next time.